Hello, Team 5 kiddos. It's time for Math Time with Mr. K. That's right. Today we're doing Lesson 10-7, which is volume of prisms. We're going to be talking about volume, which is the number of cubic units needed to fill a space. Good question. What is a cubic unit? Well, first of all, here we have a cubic unit. You can see it has a face, right? And it has two dimensions. It has a length and a width, all right? And so what we're doing is we're going to take and add a third dimension today. We're going to take what we know about the area here, and then we're going to add how deep is it, all right? That's what we're going to be working on today. And the best way for me to do that is to use some of my toys again. I know some of you want to still play with my toys. I'm not going to say anybody's names. Might have got an email on that. But anyways, also, we have some very basic ways to show you how to do this. And I've got this little setup here that we're going to work with for right now. Okay? So when we go to calculate volume, we have got a capital V. That capital V is much like our capital A for area. Capital V means volume. Okay? And we're going to take our length times our width times our height. Right? And I'm going to show you what this looks like. And we're going to play with some toys along the way. And I wish you had these in your hands because it's way easier to understand it when they're in your hands. So if we take this shape, for instance, that we're already using, we have a length of 2. So I'm going to plug my numbers in. Times our width of 2. Times our height of 1. Okay, so now we take that shape, put that right there. We just multiply that out, and we get 2 times 2, which is 4, times 1, which is 4. And it's 4 units cubed. And we use that 3 because we're using 3 different dimensions, right? It's 3 dimensions. All right, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what happens, all right, when we add another layer. So I'm just going to plug this in. We're going to keep the length and the width of the same, of 2 times 2. But now I'm going to add, and you can see, there's 4. If you don't believe me, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. Now we're just going to add another layer to our height. Okay? And what do you think that is going to do to our volume? That's right. It's going to double it, right? So once again, we still have our length of 2, our width of 2, but now our height is 2. So we're going to multiply that out. We're going to our height is now 2. So now we go 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So now we have 8 units cubed. All right? And all we did was add a layer. Now some of you are like, Mr. K, that is totally amazing. But what if we added another layer? Great question. I know Avery was wondering. Avery, this one's for you. Here we've got the blue layer. All right? We're going to add that one on. The blue layer. So now, if we go over to our board here, our volume is, our length, of course, is 2, times our width of 2, times our height of 1, 2, and Avery's third layer. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12 units cubed. Pretty simple. Whoa, wait a second, Tegan. Tegan says, let's add another one. Okay, our height went from 3 here. Tegan says, let's add another. All right, let's do it again. This time we got the yellow one. This one's for Tegan here. Oh, well, no, let's go with the purple. Let's go purple this time. For the Vikings. Huge fan. So now we still have our same base. Length of 2, width of 2. So we're going to write that down. 2 times 2 times our new height, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Times 4. Okay? So all we do is multiply them out now. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 4 is 16 units cubed. And that's all it is to understand volume, is you're just figuring out what the base layer is, and then you're going to figure out how many times we stack it on top of itself. And in this instance, we figured out our base layer was 4, and then how many layers of 4 do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's how we get 16. All right, I'm going to take one away, covering up the answer. Our length is 2, our width is 2, and our height is 3. So what do you think our volume is? That's right, 12. 2 times 2 times 3. So it's 12 units cubed, right? If I put it back on, another 4. What's 4 plus 12? Or excuse me, 4 plus 12 is 16. Right. And then we get all the way back down to this level. Oh, a lot harder than it should have been. So we have a 2 by 2 by 2. So how many are here? 8. And you can actually count them all. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 orange, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the green. So there's 8. Or you could just go 2 times 2 times 2. It's that simple.